Hi everybody. I have to tell you, I was on the other night, I was on the computer, and it popped up that Elizabeth Brewer was live. And I had never been to one of her lives before, so I popped in over there, and I will give you a link because this is just the cutest little project. She was making a box with playing cards. Just regular old playing cards, and it was so cute. Then she made some little playing card booklets, which were just adorable. So I have to show you what she did. The thing of it is that the minute she did it, I remembered that I had gotten some of these. These are reindeer cards. They were reindeer rummy, and I got them at the pound sale. And when you get things at the pound sale, it's just a madhouse, and it's just you don't necessarily always get the whole thing. So the whole deck was not here, and I got them. I grabbed them because they're fun to put in things. Like I thought I could make them into journal cards for a Christmas book or something like that. So I really thought that it would be fun to make one of these little boxes out of these playing cards. Now, because I don't have a full deck, I decided I would cut some cardstock, some plain white cardstock. I just have this Coordinations premium cardstock. It was from Joann's and it was on clearance, so you know, it's just white cardstock. It's pretty sturdy, and I cut several pieces the same size as my little reindeer rummy cards, so that I could extend and be able to make two boxes. That was my plan, is to be able to make two boxes. But any card will work. It's just that there's a part that really doesn't show, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. But there's a certain part of it that shows on your little box, and then there's a part that actually holds the box together, because we're not going to use any glue. It's just the cards folded, no glue. So I cut cards. These are 4 1/4 tall by 3 inches across, and I cut this white cardstock, and I did round the corners. Now, the way this box is put together, it helps if you have rounded corners. So I did go ahead and round all the corners to all my pieces. Okay, now I think I have enough if I just do these two. Now, you have to have a couple of different folds, and you need like 9 pieces folded in half. 9 or 10, I can't remember. I think 9. You just fold this card in half. Now, if you were using just regular playing cards, a deck of playing cards, and you weren't trying to conserve your decorative cards, you could just fold your regular playing card. But like I said, I needed to conserve my cards because I don't have a full deck. So we need, I think, 9 pieces folded like this. So 9 of our little cards could be folded in half. Okay, and then there's another fold, and it's a little bit more complicated, but it's really very easy. You take the decorative part of your card. Now, on a card like this, I'll show you on these too, because these are a little more confusing. You would lay your decorative part down like so. You lay this part down like so, and then you would lay this part over here. And I can't fold this deck because we actually use them to play cards. So, but I will show you with my reindeer rummy cards. So this is the image I want. This image I don't care about. This is this part. Okay, so my part I want is down. Then the other one that goes across, the part I want is up. And I'm going to do this a second time, so and you just take this and you fold it very carefully along the edge of your other card. And I use my bone folder, and then I turn it like so, and I fold this other side. And again, I used my bone folder. Now, the important thing here is to remember to, at this stage, take my little decorative part and turn it upside down, and then I'm going to fold it again and fold it again. Okay, then you're going to take them apart, and I know that seems strange, but the point is to get them folded very nicely and to make them folded the same width. But then we're going to take this little tab right here, and we're going to back sides together, we slip it into this one, and then we fold this up, and we're just going to tuck it into this one, like so. Okay, and we're going to set that aside, and we're going to make another one. Now, my reindeer rummy cards had different designs on them, so we have some cute different designs. So, decorative side down, decorative side up. Excuse me. I apologize. And we're going to fold this flap over. And I find it easiest to flip it around so that I'm folding towards me. And I want to try to keep it even. And fold it over again. And then remember, take our decorative side and flip it. Oops, I pushed too hard. Okay. And fold it again. Okay, and then we're going to take them apart and tuck the tab in there and this tab in here. Now we need 6 of these total, okay, and I've already done some others, so I have my 6. Now, my reindeer cards had 4 different designs, so I want my little box to have 4 designs around the edges of it. So I've laid them out there. Now we're going to take this little card that could have been one of my reindeer cards. I just wanted to save them. It's the same size as my reindeer card, and there's a little spot right there. And I am going to tuck this in there. And then the next card here, I am going to take and stick that in this little spot. Okay? Now, if your cards are directional the way these are, you want to make sure you have them right side up. So, now we're going to do that again. And I'm going to just tuck this one. And this is why I rounded the corners. It makes it just so much easier to tuck it in. And then put this one on. See, I've got my little hole. There's no glue. And these will make such cute little ornaments on the tree that can hold a gift. Okay, so I've got another folded in half card. And again, my little hole. Just remember to make sure if you've got a directional design, you keep them all right side up. And we got that on there. Now, on this last one, we just have to put this corner together. So, our little half folded piece is going to go in there. And then, it's going to go right there. Now, this is the top of my box, and this is the bottom of my box. You can see the designs right side up. So, I'm going to do the bottom. And the thing about it is that when we do the bottom of our box, we want it nice and sturdy. So when we take our same exact piece as the sides, I am going to tuck one of these half cards into each of my sides, like so. But then I'm also going to put one in the top and the bottom. Can you see that? Let me get this out of the way and do it down here. Top and bottom. And they're all set together. Now when you get to this last one, there might be some cards that are already in there kind of in the way, so you have to kind of tell it what to do, not let it tell you what to do. Okay, so now I have one of my little side type pieces with 4 half cards stuck on it, right? Okay, and this is the bottom, and can you see we've got 4 little holes. So what we're going to do is just line this up. We want to make sure we line them all up. That one didn't want to go in. See here? It's all lined up, and we're just going to slide this down like so. And now that's the bottom of my box. Now this couldn't hold something heavy or anything, but it's really cute, and it's really pretty sturdy, no glue. Okay, so now I want to put the lid on. And I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different than Elizabeth did. I'm going to use this I want to make it sort of like a little ornament, and I want the box to close. So I'm going to find one of the sides that I like best, that it's not going to get in the way too bad, because I'm going to put a little brad in here so that I can wrap a little ribbon around it, and I'll show you that in just a second. So this is the side I'm going to do that to, so that'll be my front closure. Well, because that's my front closure, I want to put the hinge on the back part of this right here. So this is the front. So when I get my lid and I put my little half piece in it, I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did before, is I'm going to put it in that little slot. And now I have a little box with a lid. Isn't that just precious? And the smaller cards make a smaller box. So this is just adorable. So now I have this little box, and I want to make a closure for it. To do that, I'm going to need to put this brad into my little card right here, and I'm going to actually just stick it right where about the center of the box. If you really care and you want to measure, and the thing of it is I am not going to make it go all the way through. I'm going to only put it through the front portion and not the back portion. And I'm just going to stick a hole in there. And put my brad in there. Sometimes the hole that I had is not quite as big as the brad, so you have to kind of work it. Okay. Now the big thing is to reach in there and open that up, and sometimes you have to kind of finagle to get that brad open. And these are just standard office supply brads. They've been in my stash for probably 20 years. Okay, I had to reach in there with that bone folder to get it to open. But now, see, it's protected by the inside of the box. Okay? And now I have this like so. Now, I told you no glue, but I could tie my ribbons in there, or I can glue my ribbons in there, and I haven't decided what to do just yet. I was going to play with that with you guys here, so if I glue it, then it can just come down and go like this. But I can also punch another little hole, which is what I think I will do. Now I have a needle here, and I'm just going to thread this ribbon on the needle and run it through. Doesn't want to pull real well. There we go. Okay. Now I want to be able to tie a bow, so I am going to just give myself enough ribbon, and I'm going to come back through the hole. Just be careful not to split the ribbon. Okay. Now we want to just have this so that it catches under our brad. That looks pretty good. And there's about 4 inches there. And I'm just going to tie a little bow right here. That will keep it from pulling through the hole. Plus it'll make it cute. And trim it off. Now we have the cutest little box that we can use for a Christmas gift. And see, you can just take the ribbon off the brad and then put it back on the brad. The more often you do that, the brad will pull up through there. Now, if you wanted to, you could come through one of these sides like this. Well, let's just go ahead and do that. I lost my needle, and I know it's right here because I just had it. There it is. And we need our punchy tool. We need to open the box. Now I'm just going to go through the side, through the corner of the box with my punchy tool. And this time I want the loop to be on the outside. So I'm going to go from the inside out here. I need to have enough little ribbon to go back in, and then I'm going to sneak back through that same hole. Sorry, you can't see. There we go. With my ribbon. Now remember, I just punched a little hole, so it's a little hard to get the ribbon through there. Okay. That hole must have been real tiny. Okay, guys, give me just a second and I will make the hole a little bigger with my needle. Remember, that's paper. It's not a fabric, so it's not a big deal. Well, my goodness. There we go. Okay. Now we just need enough for a loop to hang it on the tree. And now what we're going to do with this is we're going to tie a couple of knots in it so that it doesn't pull through that hole I just made that bigger. Like so. Probably need 2 just to be sure. we're going to put this back around here. I'm all thumbs today, I guess. There we go. And we have a cute little box that we can hang on our Christmas tree if we want, and put a little gift in if we want. It would be cute to put it. Now if it was tiny, it would be, you could, you know, fold up a $10 bill if that was, you know, I guess that's a big present, but it would be fun to put just, you know, little treats in here. You could put just little candies in here. This would be cute to give as a little neighbor gift. I just thought they were the most adorable things, and I have to find some little tiny playing cards. I don't have any that I can fold up, but thank you, Elizabeth. And guys, I'm going to put Elizabeth Brewer's link down in the description. Thanks for coming to play with me and make this little box with me today, and have a great day. Please, if you enjoyed my video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And this is another thing in my Use What You Have series, because I had these little cards and it's just was just perfect, and now I can make another box. By using the cardstock to do the corners with, I have enough cards to make another box. So you guys have a great day, and please go have fun, go make some art, enjoy your day. Bye-bye.